mga Indian songs. And yun nga pong winning song ko, yung To Love You More. Celine Dion song po yun. So, ayun po.
So mostly ballads that have a chance to actually showcase your voice then, right? Good.
Balladeer.
And marami kayong projects na magkasama kayo, Sarah and Mark. Tell us about those.
Nung first, yung sa The Teen Princess na dinirect ni Direct Johnny. Ayun, at yun sa mga provincial tour, shows namin.
Concerts po.
Sa ASAP, sa Search for the Star namin, sa movie Lastic Man.
Lastic Man
na movie kami kasama.
So you guys, it's been a whirlwind, right? I mean, you win the competition and you win a contract and then it's work. Now, how has that been different? Is it what you expected?
Siyempre, in-expect namin na sobrang after ng competition, mas grabe yung trabaho, mas hectic na yung schedules namin. Kaya, ayun, ngayon naman medyo nasasanay na rin kami na sobrang daming trabaho.
What are the kinds of visas that are available for performers like Sarah and Mark? Because sometimes people think, okay, I've got my tourist visa, B1, B2. Is that sufficient for them to come here and perform?
No, a lot of entertainers have that misconception that, hey, I got a visitor visa, I can just come to the U.S. and I can perform. No, that's not right. Bow wow. If an entertainer performs on a visitor visa, it could result in them having their visitor visa canceled and possible fraud. So when an entertainer like, Mark or Sarah come to the U.S., they have to get what's called an entertainer visa or what's called an O visa.
Okay.
And that's what they need whenever they come to perform.
And so it's for every performance, you come to the embassy in Manila and sign up or apply for that.
Well, typically when you have a concert, you have the producer and has a set number of places where they perform, and so then the O visa would be only for those listed performances with that producer. I'm glad you brought that up because no freelancing is allowed. What I mean by freelancing is, okay, so now you have a U.S. concert tour and you have all these stops with this particular producer. It doesn't say, somebody wants me to pop over to Vegas and do my own private concert. That's not allowed unless you are petitioned by that other person or that particular performance is covered by this particular petition. You're going to violate status. And thankfully for these two kids, they were very, I'm not going to say obedient, but diligent. They listened well when I did their visas and have complied with their visas, which is very important for all entertainers.
I have a question, Mike.
Sure.
So that means that if they did come here as tourists and came here just to visit their family and just to see things and everything, and an opportunity came up, an opportunity to do something came up, are you telling us that they'd have to go back to the Philippines to avail themselves for this opportunity?
Well, in certain circumstances,
what would they? How could they? Avail themselves of the opportunity if they're here not for the purpose which an O visa would give you?
Well, if somebody comes in as a visitor and then an opportunity presents itself after arriving, then they can apply for what's called change of status. Here in the U.S., you file for it, and you ask immigration to change from visitor status to entertainer status. But there could be issues that, wait, how soon after you arrived as a visitor are you already coming opportunity? Maybe you committed fraud and you were really intending to perform all along. So in that case, it may be best or safest to get the entertainer visa at the U.S. Embassy. Besides, the embassy staff likes to see them whenever they come to the visa. They all get excited and pictures and all that stuff.
Oh my God, must be fun. Sarah, Mark, alam ko, napaka-unforgettable sa inyo. Yung first time nga kayo mag-perform dito sa US. Pero ano pa yung mga iba yung pag nung nag-tour kayo ng US when you had those little breaks, ano pa yung mga unforgettable sa inyo?
Disneyland.
Actually, nung last time nag-LA tayo, yun lang yung may marami tayong time, di ba? Nakapag-Disneyland kami.
Oh, good.
Ako po, sa Indian concert with
sa Vegas.
In Vegas?
You met your idol.
From many rows back.
Ako naman sa New York, yung may time ako, pumasyal ako mag-isa. Kasi may short time naman eh. So, sinulit ko.
Nag-perform kayo, magpa-perform kayo ulit. Did you ever notice kung may pagkakaiba na performing for Pinoys in the homeland sa Pilipinas tsaka mga Pinoys dito sa Amerika? May pagkakaiba ba?
Meron may sa Pilipinas kasi minsan parang parati na nila kami makikita, ganun. Like pag nagmo-mall shows kami, pwede lang kami ma-meet sa mga malls pag may mga mall shows. Dito kasi bihira eh. Bihira kaming yung mga artist makakapunta sa mas ano sila.
Michael, you always say that even when Regine came on, na yung sabik, that longing, that chance that they came here on this O visa when you got Regine's visa back, it's just to see those smiles and those faces.
Because I don't know if you, as entertainers from the Philippines, realize, but there's so many Filipinos here. A lot of them can't go back because they're tago ng tago, and they don't have the opportunity to see Philippine entertainment. Where do they get it? So when you come here, you give them 2.5 hours of a taste of home, and they forget all their problems. So really, you're doing such a marvelous thing, not just simply entertaining them, but lifting the heaviness from their hearts. Diba?
Okay. Michael, aside from performers like Sarah and Mark, who else can avail of the O visa?
Well, it mainly is anybody, arts, sciences, creative endeavors, what they would pretty much call it. You have to be the top of the field, win awards, critical acclaim, like lots of newspaper clippings about you, write-ups, high salary, and things like that.
Boy, Mike, if you weren't a citizen, you'd be eligible for that.
No, I don't think that attorneys have involved in creative endeavor.
No.
But it is available to a wide variety of people in the arts or sciences. Of course, it's not for everybody, because you won your cello contest at the local association may not be your O1 material. But for people like, Sarah and Mark, who are so famous, well-known, it's great that you were able to come over here on this type of visa, perform, entertain your kababayans. And let me tell you, from their perspective, they do appreciate that. They really love it.
Salamat din sa lahat ng mga kababayan nating Pinoy.
Maraming nagigiliw.
We're enjoying our talk here with champions Sarah and Mark, and there's plenty more to learn about the O visa. So we'll be right back when Citizen Pinoy returns. Got questions? If you have your own immigration problem or concerns, send it to us ASAP. Text CP space your name, comma, the city where you live, comma, and your question. Then send it to 23661. Or you can email us at questions@citizenpinoy.com. Make Citizen Pinoy your passport to immigration information.
Attention, kababayans! Make a patriotic investment in affordable real estate properties in Tagaytay and Baguio City, Philippines. Lexbor Incorporated, a premier property developer in the Philippines, can make this happen for the Filipino